Yeah.
Done dealing with you,
Episode
bitch.
34.
Bitch.
So
Bitch.
what's the hook?
Flexing on my exes and my Model X.
Okay. Getting really in your Janae bag today?
Done dealing with, I'm done dealing with you. I'm done.
Nigga said back up on my...
That's what I'm saying. Don't have me do the whole song.
Rise and shine.
That shit
Listen,
had
we
me
are
in my gold
here. It's your boy Jay Swish.
And you low as fuck, but I'm Hazel, and I'm back with in your nasal.
What the
No
hell is
coronavirus nasal.
Oh yeah, definitely still
No
saying
coronavirus
corona
nasal.
free. Still quarantining. Soon hit May. We hit May what? In like a couple days?
Nigga, first of all, we quarantine so much. I'm on the bed and this nigga's on the couch in the next room.
Yeah, I was about to say, look, we broadcasting from 2 different rooms right now.
I got no time. I'm laying on the bed,
D-bed.
smoking a
Rise
spliffy.
and shine.
Guess what?
Rise
Rise
and
and
shine.
shine. I'm on the bed, ho.
I see you. That's amazing. I'm glad that you couldn't walk 3 steps.
Wow.
Couldn't
I
make it over
one
here.
step, nigga. I'm chilling.
And I feel you. Yeah, continue to chill. One thing I got to put out there for the people is that Hazel has declared that she will not head back outside unless she is walking that dog.
I sure won't. But listen, my job is trying to get me to go back next week, or I lose my job, and I might go back because it might be hard to get another job. To be honest,
Or it might be easy.
it can, but I don't want to take those chances. I rather they let me go in for once a week, so I might just do that. That's not bad.
I mean, yeah, it's not bad. I mean,
But if anybody gets sick, I'm suing them motherfuckers.
immediately you're going to be
Suing.
like,
We need to build
Anybody
a wall.
die for me coming back home, I'm suing.
We need to build a wall. We need to build a wall.
that's going to be your vibes?
Done dealing with you.
Wow.
Listen, with that situation with your job, I mean, it's scary, man. I mean, you can remember that we started when we talked about it in the early stages back when we did the last episode. That was before shit had got really real. That was episode 33. We were sitting there like, yo, this shit is crazy, and like I've been working. We was both,
Bird.
still outside doing things. And there's been so much paranoia going around that I think that they don't even want niggas. They want niggas to go outside, but at the same time, niggas is too scared to go outside. It's not going down. It's not going down. Basement Friday the 13th. They
I
guess
know
who's
I'm
playing
one of them
Jason.
niggas that's scared to go outside. I'm not going to the corner store. Fuck all that. I barely walked the dog, nigga. I walked that nigga to the corner and back. Because I know ain't nobody gonna be on the corner and back.
Well, that's it.
That's it.
Well, I witnessed that.
I don't got no games to play.
All right.
Nigga, I was out there today.
What's up?
I went to walk her to the corner. Nigga, I started sniffling so hard. I said, nope, let's turn back. I came back and started blowing my nose. Mad shit came out. I'm like, why does this happen so quick?
Hold up. Wait a minute.
Like, these niggas got something out there in that air that's crazy. That got you sniffling off rip once you go outside. Like, nigga, I'm not even walking fast. I'm not even walking and I'm sniffling. Like, I don't understand.
I'm telling
Ain't
you,
no
they think there's
wind.
something out there.
Man, they could get ahead with that 5G.
Nah, it's not even the 5G. It's a bunch of shit. Like, it's a bunch of different
We go
fucking-
on the 4. It's fast enough for us.
there's a bunch of conspiracies out there that's getting real iffy. Like, one thing I heard though, and before I get into any real topics, on that note, I heard that I was listening to a different pod called Brilliant Idiots, and Jay Schultz, he was saying how
Shout out to my cousin Charlemagne. You know, that's my cousin Charla.
Andrew Schultz is his name. Andrew Schultz was talking about how he didn't think that there was any like athletes that were also conspiracy theorists, But I think that there's more conspiracy theorists out there than they want to mention.
Of course, but you know, you go too deep into that, that's when the Illuminati starts kicking in. So you know,
I think
niggas don't want to go too deep into it.
It's different to find who's as interested to talk about it in public, or even in a one-on-one situation. You ain't gonna find too many people that want to hear that.
I ain't
shit.
gonna lie, nigga. If I'm in the public, I'm not even gonna want to talk about that shit either. I'm not gonna lie. Because it's too much. It revolves around too much. You feel me? So for you to be talking about something that's like, it's a lot of other shit going on in the universe that we all don't know about. So it's just gonna catch you into a whole loophole for you and everybody else.
Facts.
Shit.
So all that's gonna happen. But
And just like that.
let's take this time right here just to give some shout outs. Shout out to us receiving our new merch. We got our new shirts out there. We're doing the shirts now. You know, we soon move on to the hats and the hoodies.
If y'all ain't see it, go check it out.
Yeah, go check that out. Shout out to Organized Unity, the creator, for, you know, helping us out and you know, just, you know, basically collaborating and creating something, you know, and, you know, cheers to more collaborations in the future.
You hear me? Yo, also shout outs to me because my birthday was like 3 days ago.
Oh yeah, hold on.
You know, getting old out here.
Surprise, motherfucker.
The older I get, the more bills I feel like coming on to me in my life. But it's okay. Because I'm still going to live my life like it's going. Living my life like it's going. Living my life like it's going. Period, Pool.
Definitely shout outs to Hazel. Also, shout outs to the real supporters out there. Shout outs to the people that I know are listening.
A1s to day ones.
Since the beginning, since we was making songs for niggas, since we was shouting niggas
down,
out.
10 toes.
You know, shout outs to the people that have been featured on past episodes with me on Quarantine Thoughts. Definitely gonna keep that rolling as long as we quarantining, unlike Tory Lanez.
But we better because we actually got shit going and rocking because he's just playing with us in this quarantine radio. But it's okay.
Also shout outs to anybody who has already purchased the merch. If you purchase the merch,
it's cheap.
We fucking with you all off the rip. The shirts is 20 cash. They 20 cash, boy.
Support.
You know what I mean? That's what Wave was calling me. Back in college, he was calling me 20 cash. Now the shirts is 20 cash.
Assume me I'm room for everybody that's black.
Come on now. You gonna listen to the track and not buy a shirt? Come on.
Yeah.
Boy, if you don't get...
Quit playing.
But it's time to air it out. We need to air it out, man. We shout out all the good love, but I also want to take a brief moment to focus on something I shouldn't even put my energy on.
But we're going to put it on anyway because it's annoying.
Facts. Listen, there's a few things I've recognized before and during this quarantine. And it bothered me, but it's bothering me a little more now.
Fake love. That's
for real, it's the fake love. I got to take this time out to air out niggas that got fake love.
I just don't understand. I'm not understanding.
Shit, I'm out. Oh, shit. Here we go again.
But some people just don't want to do better, and it's okay. That's what we got to realize, you know? Some people just want to, you know, sit there and watch TV for the rest of their life and work a 9 to 5 all their life for the rest of their life.
Do me a favor, please.
And I guess that's why we so passionate, because it's like, nigga, you don't got to do that. We trying to help you, nigga. We trying to help each other. Help me, help you, nigga.
Listen, I got a few people that have that same undying support for me that I have for them. And then I got people that just say they do shit, and I know they ain't doing it. And they just has me like,
Really, nigga? Really, nigga? Really, nigga? Really, nigga? Really, nigga? Really, nigga?
I don't understand it, bro. I don't get it.
Stop it. Get some help.
Why do niggas do that, boy? And especially in this era where it's everyone's so-called connected. We're in an era where we have social media. It ain't nothing to reach out to someone
that too,
or talk to some. No, because some people like to act like, I was busy, or I couldn't reach out because I was doing so much, blah blah blah. And that shit worked beforehand a little bit.
Right? Is that plus quarantine, my nigga. We all ain't got shit.
That's
to
what I'm
do.
saying though. Now
We're all
we're
home. We're all watching our phone.
that was working before the quarantine, but now we're in quarantine, and I got people that are pretending to still be busy. Now, for some people,
how
I
you
know
busy?
there are
How?
some people that are actually working and are doing things, but I'm talking about the niggas that I'm
That
talking
you
about.
know
I
ain't
know
working.
them personally. I know some of the shit that they up to, and it's like
And then niggas be on Facebook every second. But once you ask them,
Every
like,
second.
yo, you know, let's do this pod type shit. You know, let's get on
Really,
this.
nigga?
Yo, I got something to do. Or I'm busy. Boy. Busy how?
I get
We're
it.
all
Some
doing the same shit.
niggas is afraid to say words. It's cool. It's
people
much
just
easier
don't
to
wanna
hide
level up.
behind
They
your
not on
profile
Sierra
picture
status.
and fucking and write comments all day than actually say and speak your mind and not renege a day later.
200,000 comments and don't want to get on this and speak. I just don't understand it.
That's what niggas do. Niggas and bitches. And you gotta
That
refer to
too.
them that way because it's just nigga shit and bitches shit. Like
That's
it's
why
corny.
I'm still trying to get my own little segment going with my female friends.
Boy, if you don't get
But all my female friends is the same way. They say they want to do it. They said they want to get it going, and then once shit happens, flaky.
no, God, please, no.
And I have
no.
good content for you guys. Like I have friends that's just as crazy as me, even beyond me. And
What
it's
the
just
hell
they.
is even
I
that?
don't understand. I just don't understand. It could be so simple. Just be you. You just have to be you.
Nah, it's
Why
funny
is it
because
so difficult?
every time I have had someone on the show, I have gotten a question every once in a while about, oh, what should I do when I'm a part of the show?
What do you mean? What
Like,
should you do?
what you
Bitch,
mean?
be you.
Now, the better question would be, hey, what's the topics? What are some of the things we're gonna talk about? Like that's good questioning.
If it was me, yeah, it would have been. I would have asked that. But other than that, I would have been like, cool, let's go, let's do it. Because I'm confident in my energy. So I know with my energy, it's gonna be a good show. I ain't gonna give y'all no fucking or give y'all a little flaky like half-ass like stories. No, fuck that. Or give you nothing that's on my mind or not. Nigga, fuck you. I'm trying not to be so blunt though. That's what I'm not trying to do. I'm trying to be a little,
That's the wrong number.
classy. Not
Acting.
bougie, ratchet.
Come on now, you know you all of those things.
I am.
That's
But
why y'all females love that
I
shit.
know when to do it.
That's exactly why y'all love that shit. It's
I
like
pick
come
and
on.
choose. I have a time and place.
Come on, put some
Bitches
on.
don't have a, and that's
Put
why
some
I
on,
need
put
to get
some
my
on.
friends on, because
Put some on.
my friends don't have a time or place. None of my friends have a time or place ever. And to get them on this shit, it would be hilarious. But niggas just don't want to get on.
That is true. Look,
Bitch, I had my
they
bitch-
are. Oh, yeah.
Real quick, I have my bitch Faith. I'm gonna shout her out. I have my bitch Faith.
Shout out to
curse.
Faith.
Yes, in the morning, she's cursing in the morning at like while we working to work.
Working to work. Shout outs to working to work.
Walking to work. She's in McDonald's. We getting just two of, she ordered one iced coffee. I ordered one iced coffee. So we get in there. She get her iced coffee and we ordered back to back. So we thinking, okay, so mine coming soon. So time go past, 7-10 minutes go past, and we about to be late for work. So all of a sudden, I told Faith, I'm like, nah, I ain't gonna lie, these bitches is beasts, and like, all I asked for was iced tea. I ain't asked for a whole menu. I just want an iced coffee. As soon as I said that to this bitch, she turned around and started cursing the bitch out that was doing the iced coffees. And she was like, yo, bitch, where's numbers, da, da, da. And she was like, oh, that number didn't pop up yet. She was like, bitch, that came over on our side. We got to go to work. Y'all bitches is bugging. So they looking at her like, yo, you got to chill. And I'm looking at Faith like, yo, it's too early. At this point, it was like 10:30, 10 o'clock maybe. 10:30 the latest. So I'm like, what the fuck, bro? And she kept wilding to the point where I was like, you know what? I don't even want this shit no more. I'll drink some of yours. She had a large. You know, I'm not even gonna deal because she was beasting. It's too early. Those are my friends. To start blacking out of nowhere in the streets.
Regular New York shit.
In the streets.
That's the
And I
vibes.
don't have that energy. Not me. I'm bold, but I ain't that fucking bold.
Feel me? You should already know. Once you wake up, the moment you wake up in New York City, it's
Rise and shine.
Yeah,
Get
you
ready.
gotta in your Timbs. You gotta be real.
you gotta be ready once you step out in that
Be
door.
real and be ready.
I also forgot to mention the fact that before I get back on topic, I forgot to mention the fact that I recently purchased an electric scooter,
Period.
and the stigma behind it has been a little crazy.
Yeah.
I want people to know, just because I got a scooter don't mean I ain't buying a car, nigga.
I don't. But wait. Hold on.
What?
But what does that mean? I don't get why niggas say that. And that's what my brother said too. Cause I said, yo, you know, niggas got a electric scooter for now to just get around instead of just walking. He go, why you ain't either get an electric bike or a car? And I said, first of all, electric bike is way too much, and I'm not trying to pay
Costs
that
the same
much
amount
for it.
as a car.
Period.
I'm not, no.
And I don't have my license, so what am I getting a car
Nigga,
with
my
no
scooter
license?
costs the same pair. It costs the same amount as a pair of retail price Yeezys. So if you're gonna buy Yeezys, you could also cop an electric scooter.
You feel me? But it's
Same
like
difference.
But it's like if we
I just
had
ain't walking no
our
more. I ain't
license,
walking, ladies and
then
gentlemen. That's
it
the
would
problem.
be okay, a no-brainer. If we had our license and bought this shit, you feel me? Then it would have been like, okay, what are you doing? But niggas don't got their license yet. Niggas had their permit, you feel me? But
And one other thing I like to point out is the fact that we grew up in New York City. And
Right.
it's not really
It's
a place
never
to be
really a
driving
rush.
around.
yeah.
You gonna get on the train a lot. I mean, I
Even
guess
though
I know with the
going
corona,
on
right?
now, but that's why we need the scooter right now.
Because
Because
I'm not getting on no buses, and
None.
I like traveling a lot, but I would much rather be able to travel from point A to
Yep,
point B without
by
having to walk
myself.
for 45 minutes. Because listen, when I was younger, I used to like to walk for hours,
By
and it'd be
yourself.
fun to me as long as I had music, my earbuds. I was rocking. Also, I purchased some new earbuds. So did Hazel. That's just a little plug. But at
You
the
feel
same
me?
time,
Low plug.
myself, I would always like to be walking around, but as of lately, I'm getting a little older, and sometimes I be randomly tweaking my ankle on dumb shit, or like hit a corner and my ankle just be giving out on me, and I'm like, all right, maybe I got Steph Curry syndrome. Who knows?
Bitch,
But
shut the fuck up.
at the same time, I'm like, yo, I don't want to go through that no more. I don't want to walk for 45 minutes to an hour just to do things. I much
I
rather.
never did. Well, welcome to my world, bitch.
Well,
Because I
first of
never
all,
did all my life.
You didn't have an
I got the
electric
time.
anything, so.
First of all, I didn't. But when I was growing up, all my life, I did have a bike. I had scooters. I had skates. I had fucking a skateboard. I had all the wheels in the world to get me from A to B. With no
You was about
problem.
to
I
say A
never
to what?
walked unless I was going down the block or up the block.
All right, you got real spicy for that.
You feel me? Because you try to play me. Come on now. I was always on wheels my whole life. I
You was
never
always
walked.
on wheels.
Till this
So
day.
you had Heelys?
Unless, I'm playing basketball.
Did you have Heelys?
I swear to God, I did. Me and Eric, we
All
went
right,
to
so
school with
I
Heelys.
no, if you had Heelys, then I believe you.
Me and Eric went to school with Heelys to the point where we went to school and they told us to take the Heelys off.
Yeah, I remember that. They got tight because
We
niggas
was
was
like, what
rolling.
you mean?
But I'm saying though, the niggas that used to roll a class, I fucked with them.
That was me. I rode to class when they was like, yo, take those off. And I was like, yeah, I got you. Nigga, I faked them shits every time. Like, I took them off, never took them off.
There was a friend of mine. I'm slipping up on his name, but
Fuck you talking about, take my
I remember
wheels
me
out.
and Raymond used to hype him up just to use his Heelys because he would be like, "Yo, I could ride from here all the way to my class," and he would start it up. And he would
Hello.
just,
With one little, just
a
do
little
that
quick
one little
whoop,
sprint.
and he would just
boom.
do that shit. And I was looking at
Yup.
my friend Raymond like, "Yo, bro,
Underrated. Heelys
we need these
was
fucking
lit.
shoes, my nigga." And then I remember I went to Modell's, I went to cop some, and niggas was stealing the wheels out the sneakers.
Yup.
That shit blew minds. I was like, what? So when I went to go get my size, there was no wheels in any of the kicks. And looking at the kicks with no wheels, them shits was trash.
I kept my Heelys so tight to me. And also, I was lucky because
Dare you?
I'm a 4 now, but I was a 4 back then. So even when I was a 4 back then, people, everybody was growing out their size, so they was like a 5, 6, 7, 8.
Nigga, when you said you was a 4, I thought you meant like how you looked. I'm like, damn, you was a 4?
4, no, like a size 4. I've always been a size 4.
How dare you?
For as long as I can remember. Till this day, I'm still a size 4. But, yeah, they never tried to steal my shoes, nothing. But I always kept my shits tight. Even, you remember,
you always
I don't
kept
know
it
if
tight?
you ever had them, babe. You ever had those 4,
How
those,
dare you?
you had your shoes on, and then you had the skates that you attached to your shoes, the 4-wheelers?
Yeah, but I didn't have that.
You ain't have, what was your childhood about?
Me don't have that. I had a
You
bicycle.
crazy. I had like 2, 3
Bicycle.
pair of them shits.
I had a bike, man.
I had a bike too, but my mom spoiled the shit
First
out
of all,
of
you
so
couldn't tell me as a child that a bike wasn't the most adventurous vehicle in the world.
It was, but at that time, I had a bike, but I didn't want to use the bike. I wanted to use my skates.
I mentioned
with the
vehicle
shoes
because in New York
on my
City, I
skates.
didn't get in any car at the time. So having a bike, I was like, this is the fastest thing I've ever been in.
Nah, I wanted to skate.
But,
always. Bikes is alright, but skates,
I mean, but like,
is shit.
you could bust your ass on some
Nope.
skates, boy.
But that's because I never really busted my. Of course, when I was young, I did, but not really, because I was always so talented on my balance, and that's why I got into gymnastics. But I feel like that's till this day. That's why I love skates so much, because I can ride them shits forever. Roller skates, ice skates, the 3-wheeler skates, the 4-wheeler skates, any type of skates, I could ride off. I love me some skates. I think I want, and I keep telling you, I think I told you this like a few months ago. I want to get some skates, and I'm going to get some skates.
But let's be real, like, the only reason I wanted to roll up in some Heelys is because I watched that You Don't Have to Call video with Usher.
Get the fuck out of here.
And when that nigga did the dance moves and then he
You don't
rolled
have
up.
to call. It's okay, girl.
All right, let's take a minute. Do you remember the video for You Don't Have to Call?
First of all, I'm that old. I do remember.
Okay, do you remember how the video starts?
Hello.
Diddy hits him up. Yo, Playboy.
Sure did. You
Through-
know they always call up.
First of
niggas
all,
on
through
the phone when they
FaceTime
start.
on a hotel
I'm
phone.
telling you, they always
How the
gotta
fuck
call
was there
each other.
FaceTime on a hotel phone?
Or the flip phone.
That's
it's
the
either
first
flip
problem,
phone
right?
Or they try to FaceTime.
No, it was a literal hotel like plugged-in phone, but it had FaceTime on it.
I'm telling you,
And then Usher's laying in the hotel bed in his boxes,
nigga.
listening to
It's
Diddy talk to
okay,
him
girl.
about coming out. It was just suspect.
'Cause I'ma be alright tonight.
And then
That's what he
you know
said.
what always confused me about that video? Wasn't that song about Chili?
Nigga said gonna boogie.
It was about Chili, right?
That was my favorite part. Let's not be real.
But he
That
was like,
everybody's favorite
he
part.
didn't even sub. He just literally threw her in the video as well, like passing the bus stop and seeing her face and all that. Like, he didn't even care.
Because she had that great poem.
That's why by the time Confessions came out, everybody was ready. We wasn't surprised. We was like, yo, this is
Hello.
what you've been talking about, right?
That's all he been talking about. Just like Nas, nigga, we know what the fuck he talking about.
Yeah, you can't convince me Nas ain't talking about Khalees every time he say a
Every
word.
time he talking about a kid or all that.
He'd be
blah,
like,
blah,
you
blah.
had my baby.
Just like that Janae, the new song from Janae and the 10K hours.
Yeah.
Boy, you can't tell me that. Every time I hear him, I be like, yo, he talking about Khalees.
Nick said, you talking about Khalees?
That's Khalees.
Hey, you talking about Khalees?
And Jay Swift, she was like, yo, I'm sure. Like, if he's talking about somebody or a relationship, I'm sure he's talking about Khalees. I said, I'm sure it is.
Nigga said, you ain't talking about Nicki.
Nah.
Nigga said, you ain't talking about Nicki.
Fucked up. Nigga, you got me fucked up.
Trash man.
All right. Another thing I wanted to talk about
What
was
else, bitch? What else?
this coronavirus, right?
Oh,
Now,
what else? How long we got to go on for this?
no, this is my problem. The way I see people moving right now, first of all, they talking about opening up Jersey and the parks and shit this weekend.
I do want all them stupid niggas to go out there. I do.
Yo, when I tell
honestly
you
do.
I'm gonna watch niggas go
I
outside,
do.
and I ain't going out there with
I'm
them.
not watching nobody.
Now the
I
only
just
way
wanna
you gonna
hear it.
catch me outside, the only way you gonna catch me outside is if
Catch me outside. How about that?
is if they put the rims back. Now, if they put the rims back, I'm still gonna be so antisocial with the mask on, bowling with glove. Like I'm not even bowling with niggas though. I just want to go shoot around,
nigga. But it's mad people because you know it's the weather's nice here and there. It be mad niggas.
But I'm telling you, I would literally walk to the
For
park,
what?
and if the court is flooded, I will walk right back into my crib.
First of all, you know the Jersey streets out here, the basketball. Nigga, they got that shit closed. You can't go in there and try to shoot. Nothing.
That's why I'm trying to see what's the word this weekend.
It's
like,
closed.
Is that shit gonna be really reopened? Because I think they only do that because it's supposed to be warm, and niggas bored as shit. But I also feel like it's a test.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Y'all go ahead and do that shit. I catch y'all. I catch all y'all stupid niggas on the flip side.
Well, I don't know if we will.
Exactly.
What?
Exactly.
Hold up. Wait a minute.
Exactly.
Something ain't right.
Now, on top of that, they released that UFO footage from on the Pentagon was mentioning how the footage that they seen was definitely unidentified flying object and all that, and had people were talking about aliens. And like, if you just now talking about aliens and you just convinced now that there's extraterrestrial, like, bro, come on, my nigga. Pack it up.
First of all, can I give another shout out now that you said that? Shout out to all them stupid niggas that did that. What was it? That hexagon fucking rectangle, whatever the fuck that was.
Oh, nigga said hexagon. You mean hexagon?
Hexagon.
Well, you mean the pyramid
Instagram,
scheme, basically?
Facebook, all that shit to try to get money.
Yeah, what happened to y'all pyramid
Shout
scheme
out to
niggas?
all y'all niggas, yo.
Trying to collect
if y'all
a
got
dollar.
money back, yo, hit us
But
back.
I'm telling you though,
because
listen, the
trying to
coronavirus
know.
got niggas trying to scheme.
Because first of all, y'all got for what we know.
Scheming.
I ain't gonna do that. If
French Montana,
I
got
had
more
the
hits than
100,
Kendrick,
let's
by the
be
way.
real. But I ain't stupid enough to give my 100 to God knows who the
Kendrick
fuck
go, by the way. Just gotta throw that.
and pray for fucking what 400 back, nigga. I'm giving 100. I'm trying to get more than 400, more than 600, nigga. What?
What is Hazel
It don't make no sense. What y'all be spending your money on in this quarantine
Okay, I'm caught up
times.
now.
So to spend your money on that, that's what you're doing for 100? Go ahead, boy. 2020 is real.
I was listening and then just catch up on the conversation right now. Watch this. Oh yeah, that's crazy. That is
What?
really what you were saying. That is some bullshit.
I'm telling you, 2020 is
See, you
real.
don't even know I'm not listening. Like
What
that.
it has niggas doing for money, it's real.
Women.
It's truly real.
Oh, that's hot.
Cause I
That's
know
hot.
me, I'm not doing that. I don't care if I got it or don't got it, trying to get it. I'm not doing what everybody doing on Instagram. Like, oh, word, this is what niggas doing. Yo, follow this to get some money. Follow this to get, yo,
She's
send
really
this,
into her
follow
thoughts
it,
right
put
now.
it on
Just gotta
your
mention that
page.
she's
Like,
really
boy,
into
boy,
her
boy.
thoughts. Hazel is going in.
I don't got the time 2020. I know what y'all niggas is pulling.
She don't get the time.
You're not fooling me. I'm a bull size beast.
Okay, I hear you. I hear you. I hear you. I hear you. I hear you.
Hear me then.
I hear you.
Hear me then.
Listen, hear me on this one.
Hear me.
I'm walking in the motherfucking supermarket, right?
Okay.
And niggas is up in that bitch on some motherfucking like not wearing masks and shit. And like I feel some type of way because I remember like first couple weeks in the corona, everybody feeling like yo wear mask 6 feet,
First of
blah
all,
blah blah.
they had that in the front, like yo.
Yeah, but
wear
now all of a
mask,
sudden
wear
like
gloves.
I'm standing in the store, I see random like chicks walking in no mask, random niggas walking in no mask, and they ain't saying shit. And they ain't the same race as me. And I'm like, hold up, they on us with the no mask, but then other niggas walking in, and then I'm like, yo, what happened to him? Why you ain't say nothing to him? Like, I got my mask on, why you ain't say nothing to this nigga? I'm like, what's up, man? What's going on? Is discrimination? Let me find out. Let me find out. Niggas gonna be on news
rude,
something.
dirty, and
Whatever the fucking channel is out here.
We need to build a wall.
Now, yeah, I want this shit to be over. I've been hearing some good news about some of the ways they've been trying to figure out how to treat it. I know everybody else has been keeping up with it. It's also open. Like, I feel like with Trump being president and the coronavirus happening, if you're not paying attention to the news and politics and like what's really going on, and also being able to read between the lines a little bit, then you're not really. And then at this point, it's just survival of the fittest.
Right.
That's what it looked like. It looked like it's like Earth. Some people got to realize these businesses want people to die. You know what I mean? Like the government.
They don't care about half of the people, employees.
One good point that I did hear from Charlamagne that he mentioned, right, where he was talking about the tobacco company, big businesses like that, the tobacco business. There's no actual health to those businesses, right? Mm-hmm. But yet they stay open, and they kill millions of people a year.
Yep.
And why do you think they stay open? Because it's good for business.
No shade, just like liquor.
Not true. And I think about that even now with me
shit,
drinking. I'm like,
shit.
It's cool because I'm like, oh, we 25 and we got a different like system and we could build up like a certain immunity
30,
to it.
It's
But
be a whole different thing.
I'm telling you, I was trying to make a vow to like once the quarantine is like really over, to really slow down and like stop drinking for a little while. But then again, the summer is right there, and I don't know how much I'm gonna not drink this summer.
But the quarantine might not be over, so...
True. That's what's worse. Honestly, I just want to play basketball, and I feel like I've missed 2 months of playing basketball, so I need to play as much basketball as possible.
You can travel and play basketball somewhere else.
Exactly. As long as we play some sports.
Do you know what type of bitch I am? Stop playing me.
All right. So what are you saying?
All right.
Calm down.
What are you saying?
Surprise, motherfucker.
Come on, calm down, motherfucker.
No, you calm down, because you saying as long as you play. Who the fuck do you think I am? Who Sway?
All right. I wanna wrap this up a little shorter for this one, because I know Hazel, like, her brain is getting tired and shit. She laying on the bed. I don't know how much time she has.
Fuck you.
What?
Fuck you.
You know what, too? How you gonna hand me this spliff and not give me no ashtray? You know both the ashtrays with you.
Well, I didn't know that.
And I need a re-bean.
You asking for a lot, my boy.
I'm saying, aren't you the love of my life?
I am, but I ain't the love of your service.
Wow. I don't say that when I be doing things. It ain't service. It's just doing things for the one I love.
Boo, meet me halfway.
Well, hold on. Because I got something else to hit you with, baby girl.
Boo.
Are you ready?
Yeah.
Okay. It's time for our infamous segment. It's What's Your Opinion?
What's your opinion? It's over 9. It's over 9.
What's your
It's over 9.
What's your opinion?
It's over 9.
What's your opinion?
Okay.
What's your opinion?
What's your opinion? I'm going to ask you a series of well, actually, I'm going to state a couple things about what's been going on recently and ask you, baby.
What's your opinion?
Exactly. And also state mine, because that's what the fuck we do here.
What's your opinion?
Exactly. Okay. Baby girl.
What?
What's your opinion? What's your opinion on this nigga 6ix9ine, man, and what he's doing?
Why do
like,
I have a? Come on, that's the first thing you gonna give to me?
Yeah, because I'm honestly
Can
like.
I skip?
All right, well, I give my opinion.
Energy?
I give my opinion on 6ix9ine.
We don't need this energy.
We don't need this energy, but I'm honestly wondering.
Y'all already see my energy. I don't need it. Next.
I'm a little bit on
the
like. Well, I was never really a fan. I was more so. I was more so into like joking about it, but I am wondering. He has a video coming out soon, and well, I was joking about it a lot, even with the dance.
You can't joke about this thing.
Even when Nicki did the feature with him for Fifi, I was like, yo, this is your man's. Like,
yo, boy,
I made a lot of jokes about him, but at the same time,
you always made one, but I never entertained this nigga in my life.
All right, but I'm wondering what is gonna be the public opinion around this video? Is he still gonna get the views? Is he still gonna make the money? Is he still gonna find a way to get the attention?
Nigga, I seen
that he wants so bad.
I seen like 2 or 3 people on my Instagram that said, y'all gonna tune in. And once they said that, I felt like they was gonna tune in, because they sat there and took the time to post it on their page. Not like a story, on the page. And I'm like, okay.
Well,
So you're gonna be a nigga that's gonna tune into this nigga. I see the type of nigga you are.
well, I don't plan on like keeping tabs with him, but I am gonna check for the video because he
I'm
said
not
he's
checking
doing
for
it in his
nothing.
backyard, right?
I'm gonna realize, bitch.
And I'm wondering, no, because I'm mostly thinking about, there are actual people that want him dead, right? And he has no witness protection. He curved that. He didn't want the witness protection, but he asked the judge if he could do a video in his backyard. Do you understand how crazy that is?
Little boy does.
No, but so I'm thinking, all right, with XXX Tentacion, right? He wasn't really out there like asking for this amount of attention and trolling and wanting niggas to come fuck with him and nigga come kill me and shit. But he was murdered.
Nigga, you seen what he said on 50 Cent shit?
Yeah.
He
About
was like,
well,
yo,
you
it's
gotta
not
mention
the
to the
first
audience.
time
You
that
can't
you
just
abandoned your
you know
son.
I know, but you gotta tell the people what you talking about.
So he goes on, it's in the shade room, of course, and 50 Cent is being interviewed by some man. I didn't really see it. Excuse me, y'all. My fault. So this man, he goes and interviews him. This guy interviews 50, and he's like, yo, would you want to do something with 6ix9ine? And he goes like, nah, I'm not doing nothing with Snitch 9. You see how I did that? Snitch 9. He said that in an interview. He said he wasn't trying to work with 6ix9ine, not trying to do nothing with 6ix9ine. So 6ix9ine page, they basically go under that interview and goes, well, this isn't the first time you abandoned your son, because remember 50 was saying how 6ix9ine was his son before he went to jail with da. So I wasn't entertaining it. That's why I didn't really look into 50 Cent, like what he said.
Listen, that's why I said real quick. That's why I said that 50 playing Kanan, that wasn't a character. That's 50.
Yep. He don't care about sons. He don't care about if y'all blood or not. Like, but I ain't gonna say you gotta respect it. I ain't gonna do that. I'm not gonna do that. But I do know, not know, but I do like see what he grew up in and how no love is lost and how you don't love nobody.
Nigga said, watch Get
But
Rich or Die
that
Trying.
doesn't-
Charlene. Charlene, that's your little friend.
Maybe that's why I'm trying to stick up for him, because
That's
my
your
name
little
is
friend.
in there.
Well, let's be
But-
real. I fuck with 50. And regardless of what, like, I feel like 50 was the original troll. So when people try to figure him out or try to make sense of what 50 be saying, they gotta realize, yo, 50 been doing this trolling shit way before this shit was on the internet,
So I'm
boy.
saying I can't even take 50 serious. So just
Yeah,
trolling, period.
anything
I
he
can't
say,
take trolling
if that shit
serious.
ain't got something to do with a TV show or a movie or some type of, I ain't taking him serious.
Because the fact that he's trolling
playing.
not only niggas, but he's trolling females, it's like, okay, bro. You're doing a lot.
I guess that's what happened. Look,
actually
they say he was
doing
the
a
first nigga to get shot 9 times. To get shot
You
9
said
times.
90?
9 times. I said 9 times.
Oh,
I said to get shot 9
90. Like,
times.
Whoa.
And not learn from it. That nigga play games all day.
Nah, but I think
You
that
gay.
shit gave him I don't give a fuck bone.
Did
Listen,
Hazel say
that
she's
shit
gay?
gave him, I don't give a fuck about nobody bone. Nigga said, I don't give a fuck if I care bone.
Wait,
I don't
on
give a
some
fuck
Jew
if I
shit?
die bone.
That was some Jew shit? I don't give a fuck about you. I don't give a fuck about me.
Yup, that's him. That's him.
Okay.
That's 50.
You got one for me? I got your
What?
opinion. You got an opinion. You got a question to ask me. What's my opinion? I mean, I got one more for you if you ain't ready.
How you feel about me getting my wigs? I got 3 wigs on the way, guys, and I'm beasting to see how he's going to take it. Beasting. I think he might fuck with all
Really,
3 of them.
nigga. Really, nigga. Really,
He
nigga.
gonna
Nah,
be
I
like,
fuck
well,
with
who
you.
this? And
As
I'll
soon
be
as you
like,
put
yo,
that
who
piece
you,
on your
nigga?
head, I'm gonna be like,
I'm gonna be with my Timbs on, of course,
That's
with
hot.
all the wigs.
Oh, that's hot.
I'm gonna be like, nigga, who
That's
you
hot.
with the Timbs
Oh,
on,
that's
nigga?
hot.
Fuck you talking.
listen, as long as that shit don't look fake on your head, boy, you Gucci.
But I'm trying to. That's why I got you.
You
but
gotta do it right. I see bitches that do it wrong. You do it wrong. I don't
first
like it.
of all,
It's gone.
We both.
You do it
both
wrong, it's
catch
gone.
it. We both catch wrong wigs at the same time. And
Well, because of you
always
had
say I
me.
put you on.
First of all, I always was very observant, which is why I want to eventually get into stand-up comedy and writing, actual dialogue and shit like that. Well, not dialogue, but like actually my own, you know what the fuck I'm saying. Anyway, I've
Bitches
always been
be-
very observant, and Hazel started to show me exactly what it is I'm supposed to be looking for. Now, first of all, don't get me wrong, I dated bitches with bad hair,
Yep.
and I seen it had bad hair, and I would let it
He
go.
sure the fuck did.
But at the same time, you petty. And at the same time, fucking she made me see like the little details that would really show it. Like,
It's the little things that make the big difference.
yeah, like now all of a sudden this shit I'm thinking is stupid fire. I'm like, what the fuck is that on your head? Like, what the that
Nah,
ain't
nah. First of
What
all,
is that?
Your edges can't be
What
looking like
is
you
that?
just dropped like what's that shit? The glue
What?
that you have from elementary school and threw that shit on the front of your head. Bitches, let's not play those games with our niggas 2020. Let's not. If you're gonna have a wig on your head, let's make it seem like it's real for our niggas. You can't be having your nigga looking like, yo, what's that on your head? Yo, take that shit off. Yo, that shit don't look real. Nah.
And a quick disclaimer,
You gotta
I ain't
make
got
a nigga
no
wanna pull
problem
that
with the wigs, with the weaves, hairpiece, whatever the case may be. At
It's
one
a
point in
hair
time,
piece, baby. It's just wigs.
it's a
and-
piece
and
though. It's a
bundles.
hair with it's a piece of hair.
Wigs and bundles, boo.
All right, bundles
hair
and all that
pieces.
good shit. There's hair pieces. Stop on.
There is hair pieces like the ones that you clip on.
But at the same time, listen. One of the main things when I was younger, I used to have this infatuation with like, nah, I gotta be natural.
And that's what.
But
what
at
I
the
had
same
too.
time, I remember when I had braids myself, how much I hated it. And I'm like, nigga, I'm a nigga that hated braids. So I can only imagine how it feel for y'all having to put braids and then do a sew-in. Or like do the braids and then have these pieces, put the wig, put the glue, put the this. Like, for all that, you putting in the same amount of work for your own hair. So I respect it either way. I didn't realize how much effort you had to put in, even with just a
Yeah.
wig. I thought a wig was just like, you just throw the shit on and you done.
Nope.
Like, it ain't that easy.
Because you're gonna help me with my wig. But the first time I ever
Boy,
put
if you
on a
don't get-
wig was 5 years ago. It was recent, not too
Really,
recently,
nigga?
but recently. And I remember when I was a teenager, my whole teenage years, I was home and I was like, my mom always was like, yo, you know what? You should get like some extensions to put in your hair, just balance it out. And I remember I got tight at my mom's. Like, I would never put any extensions in my hair. I would always be natural.
Niggas do it too.
I will always be natural. I will always go natural for the rest of my life. I will never put no wig, no extensions in my hair. And now it's like, nigga, I want to see what the fuck the vibe is. Facts. And it's weird to just think about that. Like, I was so hell-bent on, like, no wigs, no fucking perms, no bundles, no nothing. Like, just go straight natural all the time. But now it's like, natural is boring all the time.
That's pretty good.
Y'all niggas don't get it, though. But that's why us bitches, we gotta shape up every other other week or so? Y'all gotta see new people.
I got one more for you. This is the last one I got on my end. Since you mentioned hair, how you feel about me full on growing out the beard and the hair on the top of my head, even before the quarantine, but now I've went full quarantine mode?
Is that a question?
It is a question. Because I honestly do wonder each time I continue to grow out more and more of my hair on my face and my head.
I'm gonna be like, oh no, it's too much hair. Get that shit on, babe. You don't look cute. Nigga, I don't care.
Or you the GOAT.
What the nigga? You could fucking wolf out and fucking have Aquaman hair and the beard, nigga. I don't care. If that's what you wanna be, nigga, that's sexy to me. Bars, period.
I'm feeling that. That's why they're throwing the epic sex guy. Like, hey. I like that. I like the way that sounded just now. I like the way you put that together. Okay. Well, I love you.
Ooh.
Okay now.
Okay.
All right. Listen.
I'm listening. Doot, doot, doot.
You know what that sound means.
What it is? Y'all know
that
what
means
it
is the end of the show. You know it is the end though. The end though. It is.
Yo, only the real niggas know this song. Only. If you don't know this beat, this. Ooh, woo. Yo, if you don't know what this is, you're way too young.
Listen,
for us. Way too young for us.
I do gotta throw this in. It's one of the. First of all, that's why I always like to end the show with this song, because I remember being a child, and when this shit used to come on, I was like, nah, I gotta dance. I'm ready. Like, give me the controller.
Your shoulders,
let's go.
Something.
Hey.
Your hips, your shoulders, something. Gotta
move.
It
means it is the end of the show.
Please like and subscribe, bitch.
Hey. So
check us out. If you want to hear more of us talking this shit in quarantine. After that,
quarantine.
Subscribe.
Quarantine.
Like the page on YouTube. We
YouTube.
out everywhere.
Hey, Spotify, iTunes, Google Play, everything, every fucking streaming service you could listen to us on. Us on. Nigga.
Like, share, subscribe.
We're worldwide.
Like, share,
subscribe. Woo! Yeah, ladies and gentlemen, it's the end of the show, nigga. Now you gotta let this ride out one more minute. You gotta let it get it. Hey.
Love y'all. Enjoy.
You gotta let it rock
Get
out one more minute. Niggas might, if you listen to this long, you might have wanted to hear this much. Like,
come on, just let your hips rock to it. You know?
Ooh.
And if you laying down like me, you're going to fall out with the hips. Just let your hips move. Close your eyes.
Niggas always talking about PlayStation and Xbox. My Nintendo, my nigga. Nintendo?
The Wii?
Bro, I shouting out Nintendo. Wii is just one of the systems. I'm shouting out the brand. Nintendo, boy.
Shout out to my husband, Kevin Durant.
Whoa.
What?
Do me a favor, please. Get out of here.
What?
Get out of here, man.
Damn.
Shit, I'm saying.
He's a hater right now. He's a hater.